Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly check-ins here on our Facebook page. I am LunaYou. Super happy that you are back with us. If you're catching the playbacks or if you're catching the video as they go out, welcome. We have talked about all different types of things in our weekly chat as we engage with things that intersect with the path of maternal health. So we are super excited. This week we are doing a series on like storytelling and maternal health and how storytelling can be a means of coping. Storytelling can be a means of engaging and also empowering to really tell your story as a gift that you can pass down, a gift that you can give to your healthcare providers in terms of knowing more about you, your background, where you come from. It's rooted in what we do here at LunaYou, which is giving women the power to advocate for themselves, putting them back in charge of their own health, of their own maternal outcome and well-being, and giving them the power to do so with handy tools like a Fitbit and blood pressure cuff with a dashboard and that really calculates all in terms of their stress, their equity, their well-being, to really give them the tools and the resources that they need to go and enter to the world, all completed with their story to say, this is who I am, and this is my story, and this is how you can make an impact on the world. So super excited to just jump into the topic today. And today we're going to talk about journaling. So super excited to talk about that. A lot of the practice that we do, my name is Coach Courtney, by the way, and I serve as the Wellbeing coach. And a lot of the times in our Wellbeing calls, we talk a lot about communicating, right? We are not an island. And as we see too with this quarantine, we can't really do things alone. And pregnancy is one of those major things that you cannot do alone. A couple of weeks back, we talked about, creating that circle of support, how to communicate to that circle of support. But one of the big things too is really writing down your story and writing down like your story, your history, how it pertains to you, what you want to happen, and how journaling can be a means of coping and of being even more empowered than you already are. So one of the tools that we do use in our well-being call is journaling. I like to prompt the women to have them journal and write letters to themselves pre-pregnancy and what would they tell themselves pre-pregnancy before they're having the baby? What do they tell themselves after they're having the child? And there's power in those words that you write down. There's power in those words that you see every day. And so we're talking a little bit about how journaling can really help. I think we can all use this whether you're pregnant or not. And this is space for a little plug. If you do know a woman that is currently expecting or is expecting right now and you think they would be great for this program, please introduce us to them. Send their name in the comment feature, private message us, whatever. We would love to connect with them to get them involved and engaged in this great program to help walk alongside their well-being. We all need a little support, and we all need a little extra support while we're expecting to have a child. So this is the best gift that you could give a woman. But back to journaling. Journaling is very important because it helps us to deal with overwhelming emotions and helps us to deal with things. We'll put all these resources on our website at lunayou.com. According to the University of Rochester, they have done a lot of research as it pertains to journaling and maternal health. And they say that journaling is a great way to manage your anxiety, to reduce stress, and to cope with depression. It's literally putting your thoughts, your moods, your feelings on paper so that you're able to organize your thoughts, so you're able to know how to communicate, right? So let's say that you're an expecting mom and you have a troubling doctor's appointment, right? And you can write those feelings out. You can write those frustrations out. What bothered you? Why did it bother you? What emotions arose in you because of something that was said or something that was done because of the appointment? What are some trigger points for you and how can you cope with that? What feelings did you get because of that? It doesn't necessarily only have to be about the bad things. It can also be about the great things. Like, hey, I felt the baby kick for the first time. And the first time I really felt pregnant and said, wow, I'm going to be a mother. okay, this is a major milestone in my pregnancy. I'm X amount of weeks and this is going to happen and things are happening as they should. It's just a great way to really document all that is happening in your journey and in your story so that you can like see and you can look back and say, okay, I've had some good times. Okay, I've had some bad times. Let me see all the times that I've overcame and let me look at all the times where if sometimes I think that life is just bad and nothing really is happening, I can see all the good things in life that are happening when I write those down and when I document those out. Um, Another thing that journaling does is it helps you to prioritize your fears and your concerns, right? So, um, it's really important, like once you go into your medical care provider's office, that you want to maximize your time and your space that you're there, that you have their undivided attention in their ear. It's complicated now to get into the doctor's office with COVID and all the protocol and proper levels of security that they have now, rightfully so. So it's good to really help to organize your thoughts. These are some things that I definitely want to discuss with my doctor and midwife. These are things that I definitely want to do. These are my fears. These are things that keep commonly reoccurring in my life. And so these are just great things to write. It also helps to track symptoms from day to day so that you can recognize what triggers you and learn ways to control them better. So really, it could be just little things like I had a great day today. My day was really organized. These are the things that I ate. Actually, you have a well-being journal right here. It says well-being essential to being, which is one of my favorite quotes. Um, but this here, it's a very organized way where I'm able to track, personal time that I had. How did I eat today, whether good or bad? How much water did I drink today? How active have I been? So, getting something that will help you to organize your thoughts and organize your day to day activities can learn to say what is triggering you. If you had a really down day and just really sluggish and didn't feel like going up, you can go back to that journal and say, ooh, I didn't really eat the best today. Or I didn't walk as much as I should have. I'm normally more active, or this is what happened in that day that kind of made me feel like that. And everything from there kind of spiraled down. And so these are just really great things to do. And then also, it provides an opportunity for positive self talk and identifying negative thoughts and behaviors. So, it's one thing for someone to tell you, like, oh, I think that's a negative thought. But if you can identify that within yourself first, that's how journaling provides help, right? This is how I'm feeling about myself. This is how I'm feeling about things. How I like to organize journaling and how I really suggest women in our program and the clients that I talk to organize their journaling is one is like, what is your mood? What is your mood of the day? How are you coming to the table? How are you? I like to do this either at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day so you can recap the day or you can project the day. But how are you coming to the table? How are you feeling? What are your anxious thoughts? What are the thoughts that, are causing you anxiety, are causing you fear, are causing you panic? The next, I like to do a little gratitude. What are some things that you're grateful for? What are some great things that make you laugh in the day? What are some things, some good moments that you really want to highlight that you don't want to forget? And then to really just do some positive affirmations, right? Like, I am magical. I am holding life. I am meant to do this. I am worth a great pregnancy. I am worth to be listened to. I can take up space. I am worthy of the space that I take up. All of those are really important so that you can start to identify and affirm yourself and have that in your journal when you do get stressed. And then you can see like what are my negative behaviors? If you can't think of anything positive, that could be a behavior right there of saying like, okay, I'm not able to conjure up anything good about myself. I can't positively affirm myself. And that's one thing that journaling does help. When you have a problem and when you're stressed, a journal can help identify what's causing you anxiety, right? It helps to identify a pattern of behavior, a pattern of behavior in others around you, a pattern of things that you want to eliminate, that you want to continue. Maybe you work out first thing in the morning and you realize that when I work out first thing in the morning, I feel good the rest of the day. I know when I eat a good solid breakfast, I feel good the rest of the day. I have sustained energy. Or then you can begin to realize where it's like, oh, wow, when I don't do these things, I don't feel the best, or when I do this, or when I'm around this person, I don't feel the best. And you're able to see and to do that. And it helps you to really control the environment around you when life kind of is seemingly out of control for a lot of us. So that's one thing that you can control. Journaling is just one aspect of well being and one aspect of a healthy mind. And soul and body, but it's really important. It also can help you as you begin to journal to really carve out a space of your day where you're able to meditate, to be quiet. I think, in terms of an atmosphere, is to find a quiet space that you can go to, a quiet space where you can be away from others if that's possible and available to you. Just a quiet spot, whether that's outside, inside, in a closet, maybe in a private room. And if that's not available to you, that's okay. Just having a time and a space that's dedicated to journaling is still important. It would allow you to eat healthy and have a balanced diet, right? Where you're able to plan out your day, or you can see, like, okay, this is what I ate today, and this is how I felt in my day. And then you can plan better for the next day. It also will allow you to treat yourself, right? So, like, how can like to plan those treats, to plan those things so that you don't happen to accidentally happen to one of those, like, hey, I'm going to treat myself to personal time today. I'm going to treat myself to a cookie or a sweet treat. I'm gonna treat myself, and it'll allow you to plan that out, and just organize all of your thoughts and organize everything that you have. I love a paper journal. It could just be plain sheets of paper, a simple notebook. It can be a well-being journal like this one. Also, there are tons of digital journal apps. I really like Day One. Day One is a really great journal app that you can download on iPhone and Android. It's a free app that'll allow you to journal digitally through your phone so that you can have that. You can place pictures. It's a really one stop shop for everything, very organized, aesthetically looking, pleasing type app where you can see and kind of have someone, if you're really tech prone and you really like that. Also, notes is a great option in your phone if you want to just type and jot quick notes so that you can have those on the go. Or just simple pad and paper are great too. Whatever floats your boat, I think wherever you start is a good place to start. And you are worthy of the space. You are worthy to document your journey. You are worthy to have it because you, like we say every week, you are magical. So I hope that I have encouraged you to journal. Different prompts that you, if you want to get started, is, like I said, what would you tell yourself pre-baby if you're expecting? How can I, if you're not expecting but you just want to help out in the fight, how can I help someone that is currently expecting or fighting to be heard in the maternal health space? How can I help in that? What can I do? And to brainstorm some ideas, to brainstorm your thoughts on just climates and cultures, to have a gratitude journal, or to be grateful and just have just a journal page of just gratitude and gratefulness, or just have an anxiety one, that's things that are causing you anxiety or things that you fear. Whatever it is, or however you start, it's just really important that you do get that down on paper and that it's able to help to organize. There's power in stories and there's power in storytelling. When we see just the power of stories, and then we can start to begin, it helps to give us data, and it helps for us to see, like, wow, these stories are similar. Wow, you went through the same thing. Oh my goodness, like, I this is what happened to me in my story, or, ooh, I wish I would have known that before I went in. And that's the power of documenting and owning one story, is having that power and having that empowerment from the inside out. So I would encourage you to grab your favorite pen, grab your favorite journal, or grab your phone and start journaling today. It's the best gift that you can give yourself. to your future children, to your children that you currently have, to your family, a legacy of you. So thank you guys so much for joining in today. Feel free to please comment, share this video, share other prompts that you have in your journaling in the comments below. And don't forget to visit our website, www.LunaYou.com, for other resources and other things about journaling, maternal health, what to expect, things to expect in COVID-19 while expecting, all these different things and all these different resources that we have on our website. Thank you again and have a great day.